Evening, Donny Walker. How's it going? Hope everyone had a good weekend. I did. It was a good weekend. I went to my annual go-kart banquet. End of the year kind of trophies and, you know, wind up, right? Hadn't been to one for probably 25 years, probably. Our club kind of got shut down a bunch of years ago, about 20 years ago. Then we got it going again the last few years, and it's so successful now. We had a record turnout a couple of races ago of like close to 180 entries. Incredible, man. Like, well, you know, as big as almost a huge event in the U.S. So on the west coast here of Canada, some guys from Washington were here as well. Washington State, Alberta. Yeah, just a great show. Everyone in our club did really good this year. The officials and the organization of it was just spectacular. And get you some footage of that next year for sure. You guys already seen a little bit of that from me, but anyways, let's talk some saws. Oh, I didn't win any awards, like no first or second place or third place, but you know, everyone thanked me for the help I do as a volunteer to do teching and just making sure everything's going okay. You know, someone's broke down, I see them not start on the when they're ready to go out on the track, I run over and give them a hand, right? You know, it's just in my nature. But look what I won. Brand new set of rain tires for racing in the rain. Worth about 350 bucks Canadian. I'll save these for an important race next year if I'm going to try to be in the point series. And I'll only put them on for the race in the rain. If it's doubtful that it's going to be rain and dry, I won't run these because these things will be messed up after. In the rain, they're not bad. If it starts to dry out, these things are junk after almost one day. To be competitive anyways. There you go. That was cool. I came back tonight with a bunch of stuff and was just starting to sort some stuff out that my dad has given me. Some old McCulloch stuff. I have here on the bench 4 different 101 McCulloch cylinders. This one here is a coated one. It's been coated with some coatings we used to do on pistons and cylinders for cooling and yeah, whatever. We just did it. It worked. This one's been ported a lot. I believe we might have got this block from Jim Barbie, which my dad worked with at McCulloch, and he was part of the go-kart racing division of McCulloch years ago. So many ports in this thing. It's just amazing how it runs with all these holes. Yeah, just amazing. So this was on a saw. You can tell how my dad has put the pulse lines here to run the carburetors. He probably had 2 carburetors on here because he's got 2 fittings, okay? So it's got the eyebrow exhaust ports, extra boost ports. Incredible. This thing still looks good. It says it's 10 over, so we'll see if we can't find a piston for it. This cylinder here is one that still has the manifold on it for 2 carburetors. And my dad's got all that set up too that he's going to give me. This block is standard. It's got a few little nicks in the cylinder. It doesn't have as much porting to it as the other one. So I don't know if this is a McCulloch block, I believe, not a Horseman block. But I think that black one's a Horseman block too. Because here's another Horseman block. That's no good. The corners here are broken off. This was actually on a chainsaw. That was L saw, whoever L was in those days. A little bit of porting done to it. 10 over. And that's a Horseman block. And maybe because of the back here, this piece here, maybe you can identify it from that. I'm not sure. But he's got that written on there, horse. And another one I got here, it's pretty standard bore. Not been ported. No breakages anywhere. So this could be a good one to use for a build. Should be all right. Yeah. Then over here, I got several boxes that he gave me. Let me tune you into over there. Get you set up here. Here I got boxes of pistons. These ones say 49E and 1010. So some 1010 pistons, 49Es. Over here I got rods with 101 pistons, 125 pistons. Several packs of rings, which I gotta figure out the part numbers and identify which model they're for. What if they're oversized or 10 over, 20 over, or whatever, right? Here I got actually some literature, parts breakdown for CP125, SP125, and in the back of this one I have some 101 part numbers for their pistons and ring sizes. So maybe I can try to identify all these and I'll know what I have. Then I can mark it all, put it in the boxes properly, then I know what I have. Then I'm going to get on to start to building a few 101 hot saws and a couple just regular saws to use. I have right now one 101 cart race saw that I was messing with last year and never finalized with it, and still needs some fine tuning. And I'm actually gonna go from the ground up on it. Actually, there's something going on with that thing that I'm not quite sure. My dad built it for me, which was very nice of him. It was a brand new motor, brand new 101, but it had a straight shaft on it with a keyway on it that they used to use on mini bikes and other types of whatever McCulloch was making them for. Okay. My dad put the 101 crank in it out of a cart motor with the taper on it to run a clutch. So I just got to check it over. He might have missed something. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to get that happening. I got a great, huge, big HL carburetor on it. But then my dad's also got a 101 cart motor for me that's pretty much complete with 2 carbs on it. Then I have another one that's just kind of built like as a regular chainsaw that I'm going to check over as well too and get that happening. And one of these motors, I have a couple more too kicking around. I'm building Buck and Billy Ray 101 cart engine 125 saw. Me and him had talked about it, and he's been waiting for years for one, and he's going to get one here by New Year's. Or just maybe after New Year's. I can't rush it too much. Got to make it perfect. And we'll do a little video with that. Okay, so yeah, man. Wanted to show you one more thing. Speaking of go-kart racing, there's Paul Newman. This magazine I found after organizing some of my stuff, 1982. There's Paul Newman, one of my favorite actors, and I really respect him as a racer and a car owner, and also with his spaghetti sauces and stuff like that he donates all his charity, all his profit to charity. He's a great man. Yep, that's him. I believe it's a Margay go-kart with a 135cc Comet on it. He's got his like racing helmet off, probably like Trans Am racing, and he's got a speaker phone. Just an incredible guy. Love the guy. I actually got a picture of him with me at the Molson Indy from Vancouver, the first one that ever went, where Greg Moore was racing. I had a press pass, so I was able to go everywhere. I didn't have no fancy cameras, but I was allowed to go places, and I lost that picture. But I'm not kidding you. I wouldn't lie. That I did have a picture of him with me, and I respected it so much. Love that guy. So yeah, sorting out the McCulloch stuff. Got a 797 McCulloch. I actually saw to do for a fella. I'm gonna do it the next couple days. He's been waiting for a while. He found it somewhere up at Wasp, BC. The thing's like brand new. I'm going to show you that. We're going to try to fire it first before I do any work on it. And then I'm going to go through the procedure of what's actually wrong with it. See how that works out, eh? Me and my old McCulloch. There's some old songs years ago from Buzz Martin. Buzz Martin did these old logging songs and McCulloch songs. And Buckin's done a couple of them too. Got a funny logging songs. And I got to get this CD actually. Probably already have it. I just don't know where it is. So anyways, keep a saw into it, stick in the ice, rubbing the road. Have a great night. I got to get upstairs and sort some more stuff out that I brought home here. And yeah, Monday morning tomorrow, I got that 2100 to finish off. The fellow from Vancouver, Ben, is coming over, and I'm going to get that happening. And hopefully we can go for a drive somewhere and make some cuts with it. Show you how that. Okay, have a good night. Keep that saw into it. Bye now.